if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk?
Can we just talk? Hey, how are y'all doing? Hey, what's up, you guys? Your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, your girl is out picking up some last minute stuff for this election going on tonight. Y'all want to go pick up a little bit of liquor, all right? Cause we gonna need a drink either way, because if we celebrating or we drinking in just pure disgust. Because America has made the dumbest decision once again, you know. Either or, it's gonna call for some libations, okay? Speaking of, can we just talk? Hell, you talk. Jasmine sitting there talking about, y'all don't need to text me or hit me with the are you okay DMs. Me and Cam, we talk about everything. There's nothing he can't tell me. Can we just talk? Girl, you and this man, I swear, just girl, it's just, you know, you can't save them all. You just can't. You try, but you know, can't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her, okay? So they're like, it's just like, you have the nerve, Jasmine. But yeah, I wanted to talk about, you know, just a few things. We'll get into Jasmine, Cam Newton, the election. Yeah, and in the meantime, I'm gonna, you know, run these errands and stuff. Y'all know what is up. I purposely wore blue today. Okay, had a doctor's appointment. I was like, let me be just a little bit petty today. I put on good old blue. Okay, it was between this and like a turquoise shirt, but I was like, I'll do kind of like a variation of blue. But I was like, nah, like, no, we going blue. Okay, we going royal blue, both blue. We gonna turn this motherfucking state of Texas blue. We done had enough, okay? Enough of Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, Trump. Y'all, drop down in the comments and type enough in all caps if you are done. But yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and get into the topics that I wanted to get into. Y'all make sure to like this video, okay? Subscribe. Y'all know what's up. Subscribe. Like the video. That's it. It's free 99. You know, it's not one of those Trump situations where I'm gonna take money out your bank account whether you like it or not. It's so crazy. Like, he subconsciously just be saying stuff that shows like where his character lies, whether you like it or not, sir. Like, it's clearly not clicking. It's clearly not clicking. But what I want to get into first, firstly, let's go ahead and knock out Jasmine and Cam, since I kind of touched on them a little bit. So y'all know Cam Newton just did an interview with Corey Holcomb, right? And Corey Holcomb basically, you know, in his, you know, they dropped stuff in segments. You know, in his conversation with Cam Newton, they went from talking about how Corey knows he'll get with women and basically get women that he can financially schmooze. And also, as well as talking about how, you know, certain men with money, they can cheat. Basically, they can have whatever woman they want because they got the money to do so. And so he basically looked at Cam and was like, you not finna tell me that you only sleeping with one woman. Okay, you gotta get somewhere. He basically was like, you not finna tell me that you only sleeping with one woman. It's not finna happen, da-da-da-da. And Cam, because Cam asked Corey a question, basically. And Corey kind of turned it on him, hit him with the Uno reverse, and Cam got upset. He was like, see what you doing. And Corey's like, I ain't trying to disrespect you, though, but I mean, like, you know, you can't sit there and tell me, like, you only sleeping with one woman. And Corey can say that because he's like, I know me as the ugly that I am, shaped like a Mucinex monster, shaped like a pack of coal, you know, shaped like a blood clot in somebody's small intestines. Like, you know, he knows how he acts. So for Cam Newton, an NFL player that's fairly good looking to some people, and, you know, well over 6 feet, Corey in his mind is thinking, man, I know you ain't, committed to one woman. And sure enough, finally Cam, answered the question. It was like, well, in my tenure of me and Jasmine's relationship, no, she's not been the only woman that I have been, sexually with. And obviously, you don't surprise none of us, but the fact that he said it is just kind of like, it's just like, as they say, the shenanigans is going shenanigan. It is just really a constant reminder of how Jasmine is in a situation that literally goes against everything that she used to preach about. Literally, this girl was went viral for saying things like, don't let no man put you in a place of taking care of his kids. You stepmama babysitter, mattress maid in a mulin, shout out to Erica De Niro. And speaking of Erica De Niro, y'all, she would ended up on It's On Site, y'all, but she was speaking facts. And she was speaking facts right about this topic right here, about how Jasmine looks so goddamn stupid in the regards of here it is, this man. Are y'all even in a committed relationship? Are y'all even in a relationship where the agreement is whatever he got going on, you got going on too? This needs to be an equal opportunity relationship. The women, y'all need to start taking heed to what the men are doing. They're the leaders, right? So follow the leader. He want to step out, you step out too. He go out the front door, but you go out the back. Yeah, but so many women don't. Well, stats show now that the women's is out here, cheating too. And I all we doing is following y'all's lead, men. Y'all really want to tell women how to act, but y'all sure don't want to lead by example. It's the one thing y'all refuse to do, is actually lead by example. But nonetheless, it's especially with men with money, especially men like Cam Newton, who we clearly saw got demolished by Dr. Bryant, and how she basically called him out for being with women who are low vibrational, and he felt like, oh, I'm a highly functioning man, I'm a high value man. And she had to remind him, yeah, you may be quote unquote high value, but speaking of high functioning, no sir, you are not that. Because you have a lot of women that you do dirty, you have a lot of kids that you're not raising, that you're not actually getting kids that are actually able to experience dad, and you are not treating the women in a way that's respectable, especially having daughters, and it's just watching Jazz now play stepmama to them kids, talking about, oh, I love to serve, I love to do this for them, I love to, give, that's my superpower. And it's like, bitch, your superpower, what? And then you quite literally admitted to literally using your asshole to power this man up, because don't nobody else get it. He's the only one who gets Bucci out of you. Hold on, y'all, I'm turning around. Yeah, it's just a thing of he's the only man that can get Bucci out of you. And so it's just kind of girl, you don't even like it. You literally said you don't like it, but yet you're doing it for this man simply out of what? What are you getting from him? And if you hadn't noticed, you having his baby, taking care of everything, you're not getting anything from that, Jasmine. Ask his last woman. The last woman he was with, were they even engaged, or was that just baby moms? The one, he had 4 kids with that woman. 4. And still couldn't even get nowhere. And she still got nowhere with that man. And he still had an outside baby on her. And then the fact that he's still hooking up with women outside of you, and you have the nerve to come to, obviously, it's every time Cam Newton says some ass comment, here she got to come to social media and be like, that's not what it is, or, it ain't as bad, it ain't ghetto like how y'all trying to say it is. It's always, where am I trying to get to? I'm trying to get to that parking spot right over there, but I needed to go around the other way. Cam Newton literally just he just knows how to embarrass her, and it's actually quite sad. And every time she comes to social media, like trying to disprove the situation that she's in, girl, what we're always going to be able to point to is the videos that you made, the like what your previous videos were and what they showed you to be. That didn't just go nowhere. Like, that woman didn't just go anywhere. Like, you basically put her on the shelf is what you did. You basically felt like, oh, I'm gonna put her on the shelf because what she say, y'all ain't never had a rich nigga apply no pressure.
I'm the third one, and this is his sixth child. Someone said, ooh. Right, couldn't have been me. All right, until the rich put that pressure on you.
Pressure shouldn't be what makes you abandon your morality, your cause. I know I'm in the wrong direction. Sorry y'all, I'm back. But yeah, as I was saying, Jazzy, said that Rich put a little pressure on her, and that's something that society has to get out of just feeling like if a man got money, that's it. That's enough of the prerequisites, okay? It was a dude that literally just went viral a few days ago because she was like, what's a top tier man? And the first thing he spit out, well, I'm 6'4", I'm 6'4", 6 figures, and throw black on top of that. The fact that he was like, oh, throw black on top of that, and the reason that was even a part of it, what does race got to do with being a top tier man? He threw race into it because he knows that black men in particular, is very valuable with the whites, okay, with the 8x11s, okay, with the clear women. They love them a little dark meat on the side. Shout out to Jenny May. They love them a little dark meat on the side, right? And he's sitting there saying all that until that girl clocked his ass, talking about, yeah, you sitting there mad to my old woman knees, but woman knees, last time I checked, ain't no woman looking for a man 6'4" with braids to the back, okay, with his bow wow braids to the back. And then on Twitter, I look on Twitter the next day, and it's a dude that goddamn clocked all his tea, talking about, oh, women these days, are sorry, I was looking at something talking about women these days are don't qualify for a top tier man. He's one of those two who say, oh, single women, y'all don't qualify for a high value man. And come to find out, y'all, he got a baby mama, not only a baby mama, but a white one at that. From what I saw, it wasn't just one, but 2 kids that she had. Then on top of that, they've been together since 2017, and he still ain't married her. So what does that say? Sir, you're constantly giving out these, mementos about how women ain't this and that and what they need to qualify for, but the woman that you got who gave you all types of kids and everything, you still ain't even married her and made her an honest woman. It's giving real Darius from Kiki, where it's like, oh, the type of men we are, we got our whole standards for our household, but you don't want to operate by those standards. But nonetheless, back to Jazzy, it's like Cam, to society standards, is a top tier man, but he out here making you look stupid. He not even out here taking care of his home front. He not even out here taking care of his kids in a way by proxy through the mother, because we all know the health of the mother correlates with the health of the children. She's quite literally responsible for nurturing them, nursing them. But you got Cam Newton, who is out here getting rich as all hell, but then sitting here suing his ex for the car that he gave her. The same car that's supposed to take his kids to and from school, but you sitting here talking about, I'm a good dad. Shut your ass up, bro. No, you're not. No, you're not. And when Dr. Brian clocked him, that's why he decided he was going to get petty, talking about, oh, a 40-year-old single woman wants to talk like as his title, because everybody lit his ass up. And now, Jasmine, here you are, the new one in line, trying to prove to him how much worthy you are for the lifestyle that he could possibly provide. and you're hustling backwards as well. You done already gave this man a child, taking care of his household, cooking and cleaning, when you're not even supposed to be doing none of that. The whole point of you getting with a rich nigga, okay, as you said, when a rich nigga put that pressure on you, is to not even have to do all these things. There should be a maid coming in. There should be a babysitter coming in. That man is worth well over hundreds of millions. But he cheap as finnuck, okay? We have seen that where dudes be rich as hell, but be cheap as when it comes to the women in their lives. They want to watch their women suffer. And it's almost like it's definitely like an ego thing too, where it's like, how much shit can I basically put her through? And it's like men have a camaraderie on like how bad they treat the women around them and how much she'll take to be in a relationship with you. And that's basically what Jasmine is dealing with right now. Basically trying to prove to Cam, just how worthy she is and just how much she can rub his back till he falls asleep. You know, I know when I can stop rubbing his back because his breathing changes. Okay. We'll see how this plays out in another year, 2, 3 years. We'll see how this plays out, Jasmine. We'll see if you end up with that ring. We'll see if you end up with anything. A push gift. Did you get a push gift? Did you even get a push gift? Steady talking about, we talk about everything. I know who and what that man is. But he still could have translated that in a way that doesn't embarrass you. And every single time you feel like you got to come forward and say something to save face. Jasmine, no matter what you try to tell the people, we remember who that old Jasmine was. We remember who she was. We remember that girl. She didn't just disappear. You got her buried deep down, sitting on the shelf, because some rich nigga convinced you and manipulated to be whatever he wants you to be. Because remember, he said that to Dr. Brian, I can make a woman whatever I want her to be. She was like, no, you can't. You can't play God. That's how a lot of these men feel. Because they know they have the money, and that makes women change, you know, and ignore the red flags. So she'll be whatever I want her to be because she wants the lifestyle that I can provide for her. And I'm so glad there are some women that are waking up and realizing the way that this patriarchy is currently, you know, the form that it is, does not serve women by any means. Hello, today's election day, and the women have came out in droves, okay? The women have come out in droves to make sure we are not going back. And then you got Jazz over here making us look bad. Girl, you out here making us look bad. Stand up.
Stand up. Stand up.
And I can imagine what her friends and family should, but she talking about, oh, here come the DMs talking about, are you okay? Yeah, if you actually got friends and family that care for you, asking, are you okay? While you literally just put, like, this is a newborn ass baby, y'all, that she had. She literally tried to come on, talking about, oh, y'all think my relationship is ghetto. Kiki. Have you watched Love is Blind? Girl, you literally just spit that baby out your coochie. You literally just push that baby out. And you think postpartum's not gonna kick in? As much as you want to sit there and play like what you got going on with that man is viable, you literally just push that man's baby out. Not to mention Cam, that just goes to show how selfish you are, because it was more important to prove to the world just, you know, how the situation you got is in your control, because he's definitely controlling the situation to be whatever he wants it to be. But it's like, that's your child. You don't even care about the health of your child, because making sure Jasmine is okay is also making sure that your baby is okay. But you don't give a damn about that. It was more important for you to embarrass her. It was more important I almost feel like he purposely picked Jasmine, because like I said, I'm mold a woman to be whatever I want her to be. It's like he picked Jasmine because of what she said in her previous videos. He wanted to show, I'm that nigga, like, you gonna be whatever I want you to be. I will discard you, even if you feel like you've done everything, tried everything, you know, rubbed his back enough, gave that booty hole, you know, to him enough, and that's gonna make him change. And it won't. And you sit there talking about, oh, my parents have been married for all this time, you know. Ask your mother what she's been through in the relationship. Ask your mama. That's one thing we're gonna have to ask you to do, Ken. Could you love throwing that in everybody's face? Oh, my parents been married for a long time, so then why aren't you married? You said you got the example, right? You're constantly talking about the example that your parents set for you, but you still ain't going down that road, that yellow brick road. So like, shut up about it, like for real. But yeah, y'all, Jasmine, I don't want to spend too much longer in that because I could read Jasmine for days. Y'all just pray for her and her booty hole. Make sure there's enough lube. And you know, I'm sure Cam water bill is high as finnuck, okay? Because she said she like Smokey said he gonna cry in the car. Jasmine, in the words of Smokey, he's like, she gonna cry in the shower, okay? So moving on to one dumb woman to another in correlation to Young Thug. Y'all, I know Mariah the Scientist is happy her little Bookie Boo is out of jail, okay? Her little her little wody wo, her little shawty. Young Thug is out of prison. I don't know if y'all heard, but they gave him 15 years probation though. Yikes. 15 years? 15 years? How long y'all think into his probation he gonna make it before he get locked back up? I give it a year and a half. I give it a year and a half. Yeah, about a year to a year and a half. Because, you know, they usually you can make it, but the problem is after a while, what happens is they start to settle back after they, you know, get settled back into, you know, the social world and everything, and kind of get out of their, you know, their prison mindset, you know, been locked up and everything. You know, that ego and pride of getting off a RICO case is gonna set in. That's what's gonna happen. He's gonna start feeling full of himself, you know. Then the people around him, now that's gonna be a problem, because when you on probation, you can't have no fellow convicts around you. Now he did ask for Gunna, you know, he does. Somebody keeps freaking honking and yelling. What is going on? But yeah, you know, Gunna was the one exception, but you know, because he makes money, you know, makes music with him, but nonetheless, you know, he can't go to the streets. They even said he was banned from Georgia unless he's doing it for any type of, like, you know, community service situations, whether it be a free concert or, you know, youth speaking, whatever it may be. But he can't be nowhere with no weapons. He can't be nowhere with no you know, with some convicts, anybody else who's also on probation. You know how hard that's gonna be, being a man from the streets. They are literally, they have those standards tight as a ant's booty hole, okay? The standard, those rules are tighter than an ant's butt cheek, okay? They are making sure you got off, my nigga, okay? It's giving real OJ, okay? You might have got off for this, okay? But we gonna make sure you gonna get caught up on something else. That's what we do know. So it's like, yeah, after all the taxpayers' money done got wasted after 2 of these years, it's not to say that Young Thug, you know, wasn't guilty of what he did. It's just that the way they try to go about getting him, you know, they did it illegally. You know, if you gonna get somebody locked up, do it by the right way, you know. But the problem is, Judge got caught, you know, being dirty, and even Young Thug's lawyer was willing to go to jail for it, because that judge was upset that he literally got busted right on the stand, okay? But yeah, 15 years probation, y'all. Now Mariah the Scientist, I know you're gonna be there for your bookie boo, for your mans. All right, my man. But I don't think you're gonna have this Gucci Keisha Kaur, you know, this Gucci Keisha Kaur, you know, fantasy that you have in your mind. I think you need to be a little bit more realistic about how this is gonna go for you, because faithfulness, you know, I mean, hell, she might just end up just going along with it. And you know how the women love to do anything for their man, okay? So she might just you know, decide to do all the threesomes and everything with her man for the sake of love, you know, because he, after being in jail all that time, all he's gonna want to do is okay, that's, if there's anything I've learned from life after lockup, the first thing them niggas want is a plate of food and some ussy, okay, some bussy. And Mariah, I'm sorry, but you ain't got enough of that man after being locked up for that long. You just don't. You just don't. You guys hold on really quick. Ooh. All right, y'all, sorry, I'm back. I'm literally in the pits of hell right now trying to find a parking spot. Everybody named Mama's out right now shopping, and I'm sure a lot of it's probably got to do with, you know, election parties and stuff like that, but I'm annoyed because I got stuff I want to get done and I can't do it. But I was talking about Young Thug. We gonna finish up on him. Basically, y'all, you know, Young Thug, it's not that I want him to go back to jail, it's just that I'm a study of human behavior. You know, I study human behavior, and the fact that that man, the minute he got out, the first tweet you want to tweet about is, you know, dropping some rats.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Young Thug, you know, I might not be from the streets, you know, I'm more of a sidewalk picnic kind of gal, but I, you know, my dad, you know, he hood, if I put it in layman's terms. So I do know that rats, you know, you talk about rats, that don't never got a good connotation to it. So, oh my God, I'm literally getting so exhausted with this.
I'm a whiskey friends and I'm tired of it.
Boy, ain't that's literally how I'm feeling right now. Tired of it. With the grunge. Tired of it. Okay, y'all, I'm tired of this country. Earth is ghetto. Earth is so ghetto when I tell you. But I'm back. Sorry, y'all. We gonna move on from Young Thug. It's literally just been the longest freaking day. Yeah. So we back, and I'm just gonna speak of something else I'm real tired of. You know what? I'm tired of y'all acting like Tory is the who shot Megan. So let's get into that. So Meg Thee Stallion, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen or, you know, saw little tidbits, but of course the tidbit that went viral was Megan basically admitting to smashing Tory. And so that made everybody else feel like, oh my God, see, she did smash him. She did smash him. She a liar. She a liar. You know who else is a motherfucking liar? Tory. Because I'm pretty sure Tory told everybody he didn't fight August Alsina. But then when the security cam came out, guess who was there? Okay? Leprechaun in the hood. Guess who was there? Phyllis Muffin Cap back blue, look at this. Okay? And just gone. Still fighting people because the roots of his hair is non-existent, like his career. So if we want to sit here and talk about liars and what that, you know, as they say, speaks to the character's integrity, let's start talking about how that's not only Tory Lanez the only incident that he's had legally, okay? Tory has a long laundry list that he's done that speaks to his character and his integrity, okay? But of course, the men especially, and you know what? I can't even just say the men. There are so many women that literally are out here defending men that wouldn't even spit on you if you were on fire. Like, let's just keep it G. These out here wouldn't even spit on you if you were on fire. These are the same men that if you were at one of those Diddy freak-offs would sit there and watch those men torment you and do absolutely nothing, because we're steady talking about how men are protectors and providers, and it's not all men. But every time a man is in your presence doing stuff to girls, doing a lot of stuff to take advantage of them, where y'all be at? Like, seriously, where y'all be at? Where's the protection? There's no point of you being around if every time a girl is getting in a situation where a man is doing her wrong and you are sitting there as a bystander just watching it happen. What are you here for? The dude literally said it perfectly on a TikTok I was watching. He was like, if there's 10 men and one out of those 10 men is causing detriment to the women and all the other 9 are still do nothing, then what are y'all there for? And y'all sit there and upset about the stigma that surrounds men. But nobody knows more about men and the dangerous effed up stuff that they do than men, which is why y'all literally are scared to have daughters. It's literally the same reason why y'all literally have bitch fits when you realize when the baby come out, when the baby powder come out, it's dyed pink. Y'all literally have many heart attacks because the first thing you're thinking is, oh shit, all the stuff I done did wrong, it's gonna come back twofold, and Lord Jesus, it's gonna be a nigga do my baby, you know, all types of wrong. But unfortunately too, and that thing is like, you niggas, even as dads, it don't change y'all's behavior. Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, even as dads, it don't change now behavior of y'all being girl dads, having daughters. It's tragic actually. But even in Megan's instance, watching all of those women literally find ways to bend their minds into pretzel to defend a man that literally could give a less about you is mind-boggling to me. Not to mention, Tory was going to jail regardless. That man was in possession of an automatic, weapon, not only not registered, but he was registered, as in he was on papers. He was on probation, meaning you weren't supposed to be around weapon. And the fact that you had one and it was an illegal weapon, yeah, you going to jail. Like, you going to jail. Not to mention all the stuff. I'd like to see that Megan had all of this, recorded, and like she kept, proof of everything that she went through. Like the men who, were all free Tory Lanez, Megan, what's his name? Meek Mill talking about free Tory Lanez, LeBron James, your ass ain't innocent either. You sitting there, do your to Tory Lanez, pre-game workout and stuff like that. But then 2 days ago on Twitter, you talking about, oh, I'm voting for Kamala because I got daughters. Oh, you got daughters now. You got daughters now. But if your daughters was consumed by their boyfriend, it would have been free to boyfriend. With your logic, truth be told. But now all of a sudden, it's, oh, I got daughters. You sure wasn't acting like that when it was Megan. Every single time, y'all prove y'all are exactly the men that, y'all are. And now that more women, I'll say, are waking up, it's pissing y'all off because now there's less and less women that have bought into the fantasy, the kissing every frog to get a prince. Meanwhile, you kissing all these frogs, lip all swole up, bumped up, looking long-lipped, chapped, ashy with full of warts, because you just pucker up, and every single time, lips break out in blisters, but still talking about, I'm gonna find my prince. I hate to break it to you, ladies. The way these men have decided to clearly say they are going to continue to be ain't shit, you need to decide whether you're going to participate in that or not. And watching Megan, I loved, first of all, too, how she put their faces in it. That dude that was like, oh, Tory should have aimed higher, y'all. Guess his page is deactivated. He was literally on TikTok in a bonnet and his FedEx uniform. Now all of a sudden his page is private. Yeah, but you might want to go ahead and make that page private because your ass getting lit up, buddy. Smile, you on Candy Cam. Then with the whole Kelsey situation, of course, is if it's a dick involved, it's always going to be about they fighting over me, and that's what Tory he got Napoleon syndrome. So the fact that these two women, you know, were informed to each other about they both end up hooking up with him. Of course, he wanted to tweet basically like, "Oh, I got two bitches fighting over me over this D and stuff like that." It's like, bro, first of all, Megan slept with you out of being emotionally vulnerable, and you knew that, which is why you continued to try to sleep with her when she was under the influence, as most men do. Y'all choose to try to women when they've been drinking or they're under some type of, you know, substance. He knew he wasn't gonna get Megan to smash him sober. That's the truth. And the fact that Kelsey already said in the deposition that the whole beef in the car wasn't even about Megan and Kelsey finding out that they both slept with him. It was about the fact that he was arguing with her about who was the bigger artist. Why would that even be an argument, Tori? Oh, okay. Yeah, you salty. You salty about where your career is at versus Megan, which is why you choom and, you know, sarcastically said, remember what he said, y'all? Dance, bitch, dance. We just don't forget about that. Then, another thing I'm glad that Megan kept or obviously put in there, the man is literally on prison phone calls saying, she's never going to forgive me. I'm just I was so messed up. I was so drunk, man. You know, but that's not going to change my actions. He said it. It's not going to change what I did. Him, singular, my actions, okay? There's nothing else I can do to see if she'll forgive me. But then still had the motherfucking audacity to end the phone call with Kelsey saying, do what you can do what you need to do to get me out of here. Sir, you literally just got us in this situation. Now you want me, moi, to be the one to get you out? Tori said it wasn't him. But it showed you also said it wasn't Kelsey. So which one is it, motherfucker? Was it you or Kelsey? It's like you literally got to point the finger at somebody. But the fact that you never said it was Kelsey, all you kept saying was it wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me. You shaggy all of a sudden, but you can't say whether it was Kelsey. It wasn't you, but who was it? Then all you delusional ass fans, it wasn't Tori, but y'all can't give no substitute to who it was then. It wasn't Tori, but who was it? What's the story then? It wasn't Tori, so then what's the story? Okay? What's the story then? Who went after Meg? Now I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to take a picture of something really super duper fast. Is this it? No. I need to find it. Because at the time that we're in right now, I know I didn't pass it. Y'all, literally on the highway to my house, there's the biggest Trump sign, and they literally, it's obnoxious. And I kind of want to take a picture of it just so I can have it for memorabilia when this motherfucker goes down, because I'm sick of this bullshit with all these crack-ass crackers and Trump and how they be acting. Did I pass it? I don't think I did. I think it's right here. I'm gonna have to make it quick because these motherfuckers is racist, okay? So I'm gonna do this hella fast, y'all. Woo! Alright, right, y'all. Let me go do the secret mission. All right, I'm back. All right, y'all. I'm back. I had to go on a secret mission to get the video and a picture of it, because it's madness. I had, and then, oh Lord, and then today, I remember I told you I was being petty, and I wore this blue shirt just for my own, for my own mental health today, just to be passive aggressive, real petty. And they might not have noticed, but for my own mindset for today, I feel like doing it. And when I tell you where I just turned out and this old ass white man stared me down in his car, because I know they don't see no Negroes over there in these parts. And he just saw me as I was going out, and he turned in, and this blue shirt was loud, and I think him seeing me right in front of that Trump sign, I think he was looking like, already now they already feel with us melanated folk up to no good. I'm not disrespectful like y'all. We don't go around taking people's shit down and throwing paint on them and stupid stuff like that. We don't act ignorant, okay? Y'all always talk about it's black people out here acting the goddamn fool to people of color. Nah, last time I checked, buddy, what was the color of the people who stormed the Capitol?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'll wait. But back to it. Megan. Megan. Yeah, like I was saying, Megan. So, it's just really disappointing that we're constantly, already was the 2 years in which that case happened. It was every day. Of course, then when she did Gayle King, it was just like, it lit the internet on fire, because of course Gayle King asked, Megan was like, and said, who? And then Megan was like, I didn't know this bitch was gonna ask me about Tory. Like, she was like, I swear I only did them like 1 or 2 times. And it honestly had nothing to do with him, pow-powing her. It had nothing to do with it. All it did was for other people offer a smidge of context that doesn't really have to do with why he decided to pull the gat out on her. Because it also brings up another conversation of intimate partner violence. This man slept with her, literally was inside her body, and still felt liberated enough to do that to her, to injure her. And then not only that, after, torment and taunt her, sitting there doing songs and diss tracks and music videos, cutting up, horse legs and stuff like that. Then you ain't got your ass in even more trouble, because it was a restraining order. You weren't supposed to be nowhere around her, and then you go on the stage with the baby, his old block-headed ass. Oh, I got a surprise for y'all. And then Tory Lanez hop out the mascot and people cheering and shit. Like, what? And then the baby, you have the mitigated gall with your old cockroach-looking ass to sit here and go on an interview last week talking about, oh, Megan, come home. We make good music together. Then when it came out that she slept with Tory, you felt it was just so necessary for you to talk about how you and her slept together. That was for no other reason to, one, slut shame her. Megan told y'all what she be doing. She literally she said it. Like, Megan's about her music. She ain't just talking the talk. She walking the walk, okay? Megan said she like to hop on the dick and do a full split, okay? One foot on the mattress, one on the headboard, get the head shot like an actress. Okay? She said it. And y'all sitting here confused when she fucking. Like, it's exhaustion. It's pure exhaustion. And one thing, it was so sad, but also like, I was sad, but also just like, happy for her, that moment where, I don't know if that was her manager or what, because I didn't watch the documentary. I just kind of like, I couldn't bring myself to watch the whole thing, because I literally knew I was going to get pissed off and start crying on some parts. Because when I tell y'all I fucks with Megan heavy, her and Glorilla, because like, just watching the evolution of those young ladies and watching the friendship that they've created with each other, Black women really truly need that. And you know, to watch her get that guilty verdict and watch her bust out in tears. Like, I saw like, you know, the clips that I watched, and like to watch her bust out in tears after literally being tormented by the whole freaking social media for them two and a half years it's just really was sad, you know. And so yeah, like Megan, and then to see how she is now, you know, healthier, better than ever. And like, y'all really need to not be baffled the fact that she did not tell the world. It was none of y'all business who she slept with. Get out her coochie, damn. Like, y'all don't need to know who been in her drawers. When it mattered, she told the truth on the stand. Nobody wants to admit that the nigga that pulled out a gat on them is the same motherfucker that shot them. Like, what? Who would admit that? Every woman has got a nigga or two on their bodies list that they will take to the fucking grave. And the people sit there talking about, oh, she swore on her mama. I guarantee her mama ain't worried about it, okay? Because all she's concerned about is the well-being of Megan. And in a time of desperation or, you know, vulnerability, Tory, you know, basically tried to trauma bond with her. I'm sorry if y'all can't really see me, like, where it's just super sunny and like the sun's getting ready to set. And even if it's only 3:15, but the sun already on its way to set because the goddamn time going back. But yeah, like, it was just really kind of like madness to see how people justified that happening to her. It just, especially the men. And every single day y'all sit here fighting with women about, no, we protectors and providers. Who the y'all protecting? Because it ain't women. And ironically enough, it for damn sure ain't y'all self. Y'all can't even protect yourself mentally, emotionally, and it's the patriarchy. And y'all struggling the most. Okay? Statistics show that y'all struggling the most mentally and emotionally. It is not for sake of the world being harder on y'all. It's just for sake of how y'all are conditioned and how y'all literally are not allowed to act out of a certain box. God forbid you do. Now all of a sudden it's all type of he gays and stuff like that. Y'all worried about the wrong shit. Women need to stop looking at y'all to be the people who help improve us, because that's the last thing y'all want to do. We got the government taking Roe v. Wade to prove that. For real. Megan, girl, I'm always on your side. Couldn't nobody ever make me hate you, okay? Fuck all of them. That's what I got to say. Fuck all them hoes, okay? But last but not least, y'all, speaking of taking a Roe v. Wade, I want to end on y'all. Go freaking vote, okay? Go motherfucking vote. Because right now, we have a psychotic, man on the loose. And he has said multiple times that the only thing he has on his mind is decimation, destroying, and just pure torture and chaos. And the fact that there are people like, well, okay, because y'all think it won't happen to you, is crazy. A lot of y'all white folks think the laws that he's gonna pass to make everybody else's life effed up don't affect you. You're not obsolete from the laws. It is called the law of the land. So whatever is passed that would make them struggle or us struggle are the same fucking laws that would make you struggle. I don't think that's clicking to y'all. Y'all are looking at, because he's saying, oh, them, and all this hatred that you have for other people. It literally is a situation like constantly y'all are cutting your nose to spite your face. I think of it like this, or in my mind, this is how I kind of like what's it called? Where it's like a similarity, like how you not anomaly. What's the word? Oh shit, that pipe busted. Ooh, that's gonna be a high ass water bill. Simile? No. What's the word? Y'all know what the word I'm thinking of. A comparison. Nonetheless, it's like on their side, it's I'll do everything to make sure I'll watch them struggle, right? I'm willing to struggle if it means I get to watch other people struggle. But we're over here like, well, bitch, nobody gotta struggle, right? It's like nobody gotta struggle. You are willing to sit in the bullshit that you're currently mad about if it means you get to watch somebody else be in the same misery. I thought you went out. But the thing is, you think you think the people that they keep telling you are the problem. By the way, y'all mad talking about, oh, immigrants this and they taking your jobs that, but who the hiring them? Ask yourself that. Trump want to talk about the immigrants, but who the hiring them? Okay. Who's in charge of medication? Who's in charge of education? Who's in charge of all of these things that is making your life a living hell right now? It ain't the black folks. I tell you that much. It ain't the immigrants. I tell you that much. The people who are in charge of the bylaws and the standard and the corporations and things like that. Go look up the CEOs and the COOs and tell me what color they are. And then come back, right? Because y'all feel like the immigrants is what's the problem in this country, when the immigrants aren't the ones who have been mass offing people's children. Y'all don't remember what it's like literally every week there was a mass offing out of school, and then these same motherfuckers really have the nerve to sit there and not want reform because, oh, they're gonna take our guns. Dumbasses. Nobody's trying to take your guns. All we're saying is let's get some regulation, because shocker, any entity without regulation is only due for chaos. You have to have bylaws and standards. Point blank period. And more than anything, who needs to follow the bylaws and standards is the motherfucking leaders. How you the leader and you don't even want to lead by example? The fuck? Trump, you want everybody to follow the law, but my nigga, you a whole ass convict right now running for president, and they talking about, oh, he'll still be able to vote. What? No. I literally, this country, like I said, makes me so exhausted. Earth is fucking ghetto. It really is. And it's like, everybody's like, is it weird that, like, I got PTSD? No, it's not, because what we experienced with that man was a whole ass trauma. And everything good he wants to sit there and claim, oh, I had the best economy. Yeah, because you inherited Barack's economy. Oh, we had the highest job rates. Yeah, because Barack did that. The people who were able to get coverage for their medical stuff, Barack did that. But you want to get rid of that. I thought you trying to help the people. But yeah, you're taking away everything that would be good for them. Everything. The people you're trying to get the vote of, Trump. The people that are suffering. Every single time you have shown that you will pick yourself over them. Those people needed money during COVID. Nah, they not finna get it unless my name's on the check. Because it's all about making sure you get notoriety, you get the coverage. You're a narcissist. You're an ego-driven maniac. And the definition of a fascist. I actually literally I looked up the word fascist. And god dang it, if there was ever a place Donald Trump's picture needs to be in the dictionary, is that word, for real. But yeah, you guys, y'all make sure to go vote. It's scary hours out here. I wasn't able to go pick up no weed. Yes, what's his name? Stephen A. say. He's like, you want to play your sports with on that weed. I wasn't able to pick up no green, but I got me some tequila out the house. And like I said, it's we either gonna drink to celebrate or we gonna drink to get rid of the misery, okay? But make sure y'all go vote and don't let them people suppress your vote. We are the people, and god dang it, government, you supposed to work for us. You need to remember that you supposed to work for us, motherfucker, okay? But that's it, you guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure to follow on Instagram and Twitter. Drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the topics we discussed today. Drop down and put a blue heart if you voted. Okay, put a blue heart if you voted, or if you're gonna vote today. Y'all drop down in the comments what you think about, you know, the Megan and everybody, you know, coming after her sleeping with Tory. If you were Megan, would you have lied too? Okay. How long y'all think Young Thug's gonna stay out on probation? Y'all think he's gonna make it the whole 15 years? Y'all think he's gonna be loyal to Mariah the Scientist? Who else did we talk about? What y'all think about Cam Newton and Jazz? Okay, what y'all think about her coming to social media and saying that she talk about her man? She talk with her man. She know who he is. And how long y'all think Cam Newton's gonna stay with Jazz before he drop her off and move on to the next one? Okay, but yeah, you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all hoes later. Deuces.